Hello and welcome. We're going to have a Copic tutorial today on tie-dyeing. It's Tye Dye Friday, which is explained in my blog. And last week I showed a really great step-by-step tutorial of how to tie-dye, but I thought I would do a video. So to start with, you're going to take some dark markers and just sort of splash some color on. That was R39. Now I'm going to do YR04, and again, just kind of wherever. YG13 is next, and now I'm going to do a begonia pink, which is an RV14, and this one I'm going to kind of do in a different shape. I'm going to do in sort of more of a circular fashion. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do a lemon yellow, and then we're going to start the tie-dyeing process. The tie-dyeing for these Copic markers is basically letting some of the dye out, and the secret to letting the dye out is to use the zero colorless blender. So we're going to go ahead and in a circular motion, you are going to color over this whole entire petal, and you're just going to want to go one petal at a time, and you can do whatever color scheme you want, but you'll notice after doing a couple of these that different colors tend to blend in a very, very different fashion. These colors I really like together. You have sort of that dark from the garnet, and then also more of the fun fruity colors to complement it. Okay, so now you can see that you have a pretty good base of your color. So we're just going to take some of our lighter matching colors for these colors that we have already. We're just going to kind of color over it. That was my Y000. I'm going to take some, well, this is actually a darker orange, just to kind of add a little fun. And then I'm going to take my lighter pink. Okay. And then I'm just going to go over it once more with my colorless blender, if I can find it. And again, in just that same circular motion. Okay. And now, again, I'm sorry about the camera. I don't know why it's having so many issues. I'm going to take my darkest color, which is my R39 garnet, and I'm going to outline this because, as you can see, we're literally bleeding the colors. The problem with bleeding the colors is that it tends to go outside of the lines. There's really nothing you can do to prevent it except for just coloring, making sure that you can color outside of the lines. So, I'm just going to do this really quick. Also, I guess I'll just talk a little bit while I do this. I hope that you guys are enjoying my blog. I'm trying to do these Copic tutorials, but when I go home to Miami next week, I'll have the rest of my tools, and I can do maybe some brayer techniques and whatever you really want. I can basically do. So now we just have that, and then I'm just going to take the thicker chisel edge of this orange and just do a nice little circle. Actually, don't like the chisel. Just around, and if I was home, I would then cut this out with a punch to make it a little more even, and I'm actually going to do that off camera, but here we go. We have a very nice, thank you so much, little bauble, tie-dyed and ready.